Hello, I'm Marcus V. Calvert, and welcome to Tales Unlimited, the disturbing thought of the day. You know, it's ideas like these that make me think I need to find myself an exorcist for myself, do a routine examination. Like, wow. Mm, okay, check this out. Mm, uh, you're a supervillain. You're like, I don't know, Magneto, and you're in a bad phase. You're not one of those good phases where you're rolling with the X-Men. You're beating up the X-Men. You're beating up everybody. You're you're rampaging. You have some midlife angst, right? And so you're fighting, I don't know, the Avengers today. You're beating the crap out of them because, well, you should be able to. You're Magneto. Halfway through the fight, your power's cut off. Just like that. Boom. They did nothing to you. As a matter of fact, you were beating Thor up with his own hammer. You were beating Cap up with his own shield. You had Iron Man like doing the Thriller dance. I mean, the Hulk is unconscious. You did the whole iron in the blood thing, and you basically controlled his blood flow until he dropped. You were beating up everybody. You were like a conductor, and you literally had 12 Avengers in varying stages of jacked up. Could kill them at leisure. You're just like, nah, they just don't have the heart. They're the Avengers. They keep the world in one piece. So you're beating up the Avengers on international television, having the time of your life, then your power's cut off. And then Hawkeye beats the crap out of you. Hawkeye! Humiliation. So, okay, just going off the Marvel kick because I don't want to get sued. Let's just say you're a villain of that scale, beating up heroes of that scale, and you end up in jail with like two black eyes, broken nose, you're missing teeth, and you are pissed. You're like, what happened? Is this some sort of specialized weapon? Even the heroes are like, how'd this happen? And the prison books, we have no idea what's going on. So you're in your cell, and word trickles in that there's an auction. Well, what kind of auction? An auction for superpowers, powers like yours. Apparently, the starting bid is $1 billion. And the reason you're getting word of this is they wanted, well, seeing as they were your powers and these guys stole them, they want to know if you'd like to bid for your own powers back. As a courtesy, starting bid's $1 billion. You're like, oh, you sons of. Okay, let me think. Petty cash. No, 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 no. Well, I did have my own asteroid or something like that. Da, 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 da. Okay, put me down. Uh, Sweet vengeance is gonna happen here if you ever get your powers back, or if someone, I don't know, from some Saudi prince doesn't outbid you and buy your powers and become like the next bad, mega bad person. Or what if uh, Langley buys them? Or what if London buys them? Or what if the Vatican buys them just to lock these powers away? They were taken by ritual means, magical. What if the Vatican buys them all and just sticks them in a vault? The worst villains or the most devastating and destructive villains, like, this particular bad guy did some damage, stole something from the Vatican. It's like, okay, well, we're going to steal something back. And while we're at it, give you a chance of redemption, my son. Da 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 da. Middle finger. Like, this person tried to kill the Pope, so we're going to make sure you never get close to the Pope again because you killed a bunch of Vatican guard. There's different ways you can do this. Like, pick a villain who is Despicable Me bad, Dr. Evil bad, Hulk bad, and the powers are at stake, and do an auction. And over here, somewhere in the world, someone just got a piece of hair, does a ritual boogity boogity, takes the powers and puts them in a bottle, and puts them in an unbreakable case and in an impenetrable vault. And maybe someone tries to steal it and they're like, yeah, right, whatever. And if you even make it through the threshold, if we get even a drop of your blood during the raid, your powers might end up in the vault too, if they're not impressive enough. I mean, we might just kill you, whatever, but you get the gist. Okay, that's my disturbing thought of the day. And if anybody knows any good exorcists, let me know. Anyhow, I'm Marcus V. Calvert. This is Tales Unlimited. Please check out our website for the podcast. There's the Battery Daily Prompt and Disturbing Thought of the Day. Daily shows, worthy. Then there are the books, Hit the links, they'll take you straight to Amazon, available in print and ebook. There is the Batchery series, 200 prompts with a little wisdom on writing. It's for aspiring novelists who want to maybe not suffer so much, write that great American novel, maybe even make some money before they finish their novel. And the ideas are good for anybody at any level. So if you just want to be an evil GM, or if you're a screenwriter, or if you're working on game design, comic books, if you're a novelist and you just want to take one idea and run away with it, go for it. Change them to your specs. Then there are anthology series, 25 stories to a book. There's the Unheroic series. It's Unlikely Heroes Saving the Day, something like, I don't know. Okay, Earth is a prison world for aliens who've done bad things and they just don't want to keep them in their penal system. And the aliens who run this prison setup, they realize that a very dangerous race is about to invade the planet, but they can't pinpoint where their leaders are or where this intelligence cell is. And if they can kill them fast enough, maybe they can thwart this invasion. So they cut a couple of these prisoners loose and say, okay, you have a week to stop this invasion prep from happening, or we'll blow up the planet. That's how severe we are. That's how much of a threat they are. And then there's the Book of Schemes, something like, what if at some point in the future, contract killing becomes legal? You're actually like a death vendor with a briefcase and a suit, and you're negotiating a high-end hit. And it's one of the goofiest things I have ever written. I must tell you, it is strange. I recommend that one. I think it's in the first or second Book of Schemes. Feel free to ask in comments if you really want the specifics there. And then there is the I, Villain series, series of novels, working on the 5th book now. Supervillain fiction told from the perspective of Benjamin Clyde, formerly a gentleman fixer. Type of guy who could send mercs to do anything for anybody, from the FBI to Al-Qaeda to other supervillains to the Vatican to the Vienna Boys Choir. You name a group with money, he's worked for them, probably. Off the books, of course. And he loses his empire over a deal gone bad, and as a joke, the people who make amends, that's the term. He's forced to fight crime in arguably the worst place in the world to fight crime in, with the expectation that he'd turn up dead. Well, as it turns out, he's the right guy in the right place to fight the worst crimes. He ends up saving the world as a business. Like if you're robbing a bank, I don't care. If you're kidnapping senators, I don't care. If you're trying to blow up the world, I care, because that means you have enough money to make it worth my while. So I'm going to kill you and take everything that's not on fire. Be careful. That's his business model. And for a while, it doesn't blow up in his face until it does. All right. I'm Marcus V. Calvert. This is Tales Unlimited. Stay warm. Take care. Till next time.